Hi, and welcome back to the Life Work Balance YouTube channel. I'm Abby, and today I would like to talk to you about the difference between resumes and CVs. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button as well as the bell so that you can receive life work balance advice delivered directly to you every Sunday. Before we begin, what does CV even mean? CV stands for Curriculum Vitae, and that's Latin for course of life. Resume, on the other hand, is French for summary. So when do you need a resume versus a CV? You should only use a CV if you're applying to academic-related positions. Resumes should be used for any other industry, public or private sector. So if something is academic-based or research-based, use a CV. And if you're applying to any other industry, use a resume. A CV presents your full academic history. CVs are used by individuals who may be seeking fellowships, grants, postdoctoral positions, teaching and research positions in post-secondary institutions, or high-level research positions in industry. Graduate school applications typically do request a CV, though what they're looking for is more of a resume with an additional section for publications, presentations, or any research projects. It's also important to note that Europe uses CV and resume interchangeably. So if you're applying to a position that's in Europe, they may request a CV, but they really mean a resume. And then if you're coming from Europe and you're applying to a job in the United States, a CV does not mean resume. It usually means something that's more academic based. If you're not sure which one to use when you're applying to a position, it's okay to ask the recruiter or the contact which format would be best. The difference in length between a resume and a CV is a resume, when you're applying to a very specific job, should be no more than 1, maybe 2 pages long. However, a CV is your entire academic and professional history, so CVs can range anywhere from 1 to many pages long. It might be 10 pages, 12 pages, maybe even over 20 pages, depending on how extensive your research and academic experience is. So when should you be using a resume versus a CV? Well, a resume should be used when you're wanting to emphasize your skills or qualifications for a specific position. They should be used when you're applying to a non-academic or industry position, whether it's private or public. Most resumes should be competency-based, where they highlight your knowledge, skills, and abilities. It provides a brief overview of your education, your work experience, any credentials, accomplishments, or skills that you'd like to show off. And resumes are the most common type of document that's requested for job applications in the United States. Try to make sure that your resume is as concise as possible, typically no more than 1 to 2 pages. And it's best to use resumes that have bullet points rather than paragraphs of information. For more information on how to write a master resume, which I actually call my master resume my CV because I have lots of experience in the research and academic world, please click on the link in the description below, specifically for how to write a master resume. And then once you've written that master resume, you'll want to tailor it to the specific positions that you're applying to. So I've got a second link in the description below for you to check out how to create a tailored resume. And I actually go through my process of how I change my master resume into my tailored resume. All right, CVs, on the other hand, emphasize your academic accomplishments. These should really only be used when you're applying to positions in academia, fellowships, grants, etc. The length of your document really does depend on your amount of experience. If you're relatively new, you've recently graduated from a university, or you've just finished your first job in a research field, your CV may only be 1 to 2 pages long. However, if you've been working in academia for 10 to 15 plus years, then your document may be many pages long. Your CV will usually begin with your education first, so listing where you went to school, types of relevant classes, projects, theses, etc. It may include names of your advisors, your mentors, and your dissertation titles. CVs are credential-based, not necessarily competency-based, and they're used for submitting jobs in academia, scientific research, and medical fields. They provide a comprehensive and typically extensive list of one's education, certifications, research experience, and professional affiliations and memberships. It provides just a summary of your skills and experiences, but it does provide extensive information on your academic background, which may include teaching experience, degrees, research you've participated in, awards you may have received, any publications, presentations, and other academic-related achievements. CVs are more detailed and provide more information than resumes, specifically around one's research and academic background. CVs may also include grants, fellowships, licenses, and other relevant information that's relevant to the position that you're applying to. So I've got 14 things that you should include, or that you could include, on a CV if you do decide to create a CV for yourself. First, make sure that you include the basics: your full name, your contact information, your address, your email, your LinkedIn profile, and your phone number. Include your professional titles, and you may even want to include a professional summary or an objective. Include your research interests. Dive deep into your education. So not only where you went to school and what degrees were received, but also what courses you took, what research you participated in, any awards or achievements, and GPA is sometimes also included on your CV. Include any publications, which are academic papers and or books, any teaching or lecturing experience, work experience, conferences you've attended and courses you've taken, any skills, certificates, or languages. Include the grants or fellowships that you've received or participated in. And then you also can include professional academic references. On the other hand, your very specific tailored resume that you would submit for a non-academic job. So it would include your basic contact information, your name, your phone number, your LinkedIn profile, and your email address, maybe even your physical address. You would include then the relevant work experience that's relevant to the position you're applying to, education, relevant skills, knowledge, certifications, and any languages or language proficiency. So again, as a reminder, CVs are typically used when you're applying to anything in the academic field. They're typically used just for academic purposes. So this is for research programs, applying for your PhD, joining as a staff member at a local university, etc. A resume, on the other hand, is usually written for a specific job within a company, not in the academic world. A CV is virtually your academic diary, where you include all of your academic-related achievement experiences and certifications. Typically, you don't need to tweak your CV when you're applying to academic-related positions because they want to know your entire academic history. So you will usually submit your entire document rather than tailoring your master resume down to a specific, smaller, tailored version. So hopefully that's a good overview of the difference between a resume and a CV. If you have any specific questions about this or you'd like to know more, please leave me a comment down below. If you haven't already, give this a thumbs up if this was a helpful video for you. And again, please remember to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell so that you can receive life-work balance advice delivered directly to you every Sunday. Thanks, and I'll see you again next week.